The Supreme Commander of Indian Armed Forces is President of India. The Supreme Commander of Defense Forces is the President. Constitutional vest the executive power to the Union of India in the President of India. The President of India is the constitutional head of the state. Both A and B are true, and A is a correct explanation of B. Who is the Supreme Commander of Armed Forces in India? President. The executive power of a Union of India vested in President of India. The Constitution vests executive power of the Union in the President of India. The President of India is the constitutional head of the state. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. The executive power of the Union government is vested in the President of India. The President shall exercise this power either directly through the officer subordinated to him in accordance with the provision of the Constitution. The executive power of the Union of India vested in the President of India. The President of India shall be elected by member of Electoral College. The President of India elected by the elected member of the Parliament and the elected member of the Legislative Assembly of the state. For the election of President, the Electoral College shall consist of elected member of both the House of the Parliament and elected member of the Legislative Assembly of the state, including National Capital of Delhi and Union Territory of Pondicherry. Which one of the following is not included in the Electoral College of the electing the President? Elected member of the Legislative Council. The President of India is elected by Electoral College, which will consist of all elected members of the both houses of the Parliament and Legislative Assembly of the state. Who does not have the right to election in the President of India? President and nominee member of the Rajya Sabha. The President of India is elected by Electoral College, consists of elected member of the both houses of Parliament and State Assembly. Amendment of which one of the following provision of the Constitution required ratified the legislature of the state? Article 54, electing to the President. Election of the President. The method of the proportional representative is adapted in the election of the President. The term of the President Office of India is 5 years from the date entering upon the office. The President of India may be removed from his office on which one of the following ground? Violation of the Constitution. Under Indian Constitution, whom the President address his resignation? The Vice President. The President may, under the Article 56(1) be removed from his office by the process of impeachment on the ground of violation of the Constitution. Which statement is correct? As the President of India, he can resign the writing under his hand addressed to the Vice President and continue to hold the office even after expiration of his term until successor enter upon the office. The President's resignation has addressed to the Vice President, who shall forthwith communicate it to the Speaker of the House of the People. The President of India can be removed from the office by the process of impeachment on the ground of violation of the Constitution. The President addressed his resignation to the Vice President. In which article of the Constitution the eligibility for the re-election of the President is given? Article 57. Under the Constitution of India, the President is eligible for re-election. Choose the best option. The President of India can seek re-election as many times as under the Constitution, but there is well-established convention that he should not seek re-election for more than 2 terms. Consider the following statement relation to the President of India. He may resign by in writing to the Vice President. He shall continue, notwithstanding the expression of his term, to holding office until the successor enter upon the office. For the post of the President of India, the minimum age of the person should be 35 years. Which one of the following is not eligible criteria of the election of the President of India? He should be elected as a member of the House of the People. In the Indian Constitution, the qualification for the election of the President of India is mentioned in Article 58. Which one of the following statement is correct? The emoluments and allowances of the President shall be diminished during the term of the office. Shall not be diminished during the term of the office. The oath is administered to the President of India by Chief Justice of India. When the President is to be impeached, the charge shall be preferred by either House of the Parliament. The proposal to prefer a charge against the President of India should move at least by the total number of the members of the House by 1/4. The procedure for the impeachment of the President of India is provided under Article dash of the Constitution 61. The impeachment of the President of India charge can be preferred by the resolution moved by the either House of the Parliament after at least 14-day notice in writing signed by not less than 1/4 of the total membership of the House which passed the majority and total membership of the House. Resolution of impeachment of President can be introduced by either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. If the President of India is impeaching the violation of the Constitution, the charge shall be preferred by either House of the Parliament. Where can impeachment proceeding against the President of India initiated? Either House of the Parliament. A resolution for the impeachment of the President must be passed by 2/3 of the total membership of the House. Consider the following statement. The President of India may be removed from his office before expiry of the term of the violation of the Constitution. The impeachment charge against the President may be preferred by either House of the Parliament. The rule of passing the resolution by the majority of the total number of the House of Parliament is applicable in the case of impeachment of the President. The election to fill vacancy of the office of President occur by the reason of his death, resign and removal or otherwise shall be held as soon as possible after, in no case later than 6 months from the date of the occurring of the vacancy. The maximum time period to be fill up the vacancy in the office of the President incurred due to death, resignation, removal of the President is 6 months. Which who presided over the session of the Rajya Sabha? Vice President. Who is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Vice President of India. Which one of the following assemblies decided over the non-member Rajya Sabha? The Vice President of India is elected by the member of Lok Sabha. Who among the following is elected by the Vice President of India? Member of Lok Sabha, member of Rajya Sabha. Who among the following is not appointed as the President of India, Vice President? What is the electoral college of the Vice President? Member of the Parliament. The Vice President shall be elected by total member of the both houses of the Parliament. The Vice President can be removed from his office before expiry of the term of member of the Council of State and agreed by the House of the People. The Vice President of India may be removed from his office. A resolution passed by Rajya Sabha with simple majority agreed by the majority member of the Lok Sabha. The Vice President of India makes subscribe oath on affirmation before the President of India. If the position of the Vice President, President and Vice President is vacant, who among the following officiate of the Professor? Chief Justice of the India. In the event of the occurrence of the vacancies of the office of both the President and Vice President of India, who among the following shall discharge the function of the President of India till the new President is elected? Chief Justice of India. All doubt and dispute arising out of the connection with the election of President shall be inquired into and decided by Supreme Court. According to the Article 71, dispute arises in the connection with the election of the President and Vice President are inquired into decided by the Supreme Court. Which one of the following decide the dispute of the election of President? Only Supreme Court. Which one of the following is not correct? The President shall have power to grant pardon in case where the punishment or sentence for any offense against all law mattered where the state executive power extend. The President of India has no power to grant pardon under Article 72 of the Constitution of India where the sentence is for the offense relating to the matter to which executive power of the state extend. The President shall not have the power under Article 72 of the Constitution of India commute the sentence of any person where punishment of the sentence is by the court martial, punishment of the sentence is by the offense against the law relating to the matter to which executive power in the union extend, sentence of the sentence of death. The power to grant pardon, reprieve, respite, remission, punishment, etc. under Article 72 of the Constitution is exercised by the President of India on the advice of the Council of Ministers. In which article of the Constitution of India related the power of the President to grant pardon and to suspend, remit, commute the sentence in certain cases? Article 72. The pardon power given to the President of India under Article 72 of the Constitution can be exercised by only after the trial on the sentence of the conviction. The power pardon is vested in the President and Governor. The President of India has the power to grant pardon, reprieve, respite, remission, or punishment, or suspend, remit, commute sentences. The President exercises not only the executive function but also the judicial and legislative function. Advice by the Council of Ministers to the President is excluded by the judicial review. Consider the following statement. The analysis of the Article 73 of the Constitution of India, which deal the extent of the executive power union, discloses that the executive power of the Union extends to all matter with respect to which the Parliament has power to make law. For the exercise of the said executive power, it is necessary that the Parliament law must be in the existence. The Government of India may also exercise such authority available under any treaty. Which one of the following amendment of the Constitution made it mandatory for the President to accept the advice of the Council of Ministers? 42nd Amendment. Which one of the following statement is most appropriate? The President of India is bound to accept advice of Council of Ministers tendered after the reconsideration. Article 74 to 42 of the Constitution. The question whether any and if so what advice was tendered by the minister to the president shall not be inquiry into the any court. In the light of Article 74 2 decided the case, test the correctness of the following statement. Both statements are incorrect. The satisfaction of the President means the satisfaction of the Council of Ministers, not his personal satisfaction, held. Sameer Singh versus State of Punjab. In which one among the following cases the President of India is not bound by the advice of the Union and Council of Ministers? Exercise to power under Article 217 Clause 3. Lok Sabha can dissolve by the President on the advice of Council of Ministers. Article 74 Clause 1 of the Constitution provided that there shall be a Council of Ministers with the Prime Minister at the head to aid and advise the President, who shall in exercise of his function act according to which the advice provided that the President may require the Council of Ministers to reconsider such advice, either generally or otherwise. The President shall elect the accordance in the accordance with the advice tendered after such reconsideration. According to Article 74 Clause 2 of the Constitution, which one of the following statements related to the question whether any and if so what advice was tendered by the minister and the president would be correct? It shall not inquire into the any court. Which one of the following statement is not correct? The President need not act accordance with the advice and tendered after such reconsideration. Court can review the question as to what aid and advice is given to the Council of Ministers to the President. The question of the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers is not just a civil issue. Both A and B are correct, and A is the correct explanation of B. How long can the person continue to be a minister without being a member of either house of the parliament? 6 months. Which one of the following motion cannot be moved in the Rajya Sabha? No confidence motion. The Prime Minister is responsible to the Lok Sabha. Who appointed the Prime Minister of India? The President of India. A person who is not a member of Parliament can be appointed as a minister for 6 months, can be appointed for a minister beyond 6 months on the election of either house of the Parliament. A non-legislator can remain a minister for 6 months only. Which one of the following provision empowered a president to appoint a prime minister Article 75. Which one of the following article of Indian Constitution mention the provision of the post of Prime Minister in India? Article 75. As per Article 75, Clause 3 of India, the Council of Ministers shall be collectively responsible by the House of the People. Which one of the following is correct where a no confidence motion is passed against the member? The whole Council of Ministers has to resign. The total number of the ministers, include the Prime Minister, in the Council of Ministers shall not exceed 15% of total member of the House of the People. The principle of the collective responsibility has been incorporated in Article 75. The Union Council of Ministers is appointed by President. The Prime Minister is the Prime Minister is said to hold the office during the pleasure of the President, but in reality he stays in the office as long as he enjoys the confidence of Lok Sabha. Total number of the ministers, include the Prime Minister, in the Council of Ministers should not exceed 15% of total number of the member of the Lok Sabha. Which provision of the Constitution of India incorporated the principle of collective responsibility of the Council of Ministers? Article 75, Clause 3. What is the maximum prescribed number of the Union of Ministers? 15% of total number of the member of the House of the People. The Constitution of India established parliamentary form of government, and the essence of this form of government is responsibility to the legislature. Who among the following hold the office at the pleasure of President? Attorney General of India. Highest law officer of the state is Attorney General. Attorney General hold the office till the pleasure of President. Which one of the functionary can be invited to give his opinion to the Parliament? Attorney General of India. Who appoint Attorney General of India? President. The Attorney General of India hold office during the pleasure of President. Under the Indian Constitution, in performance of the duty, Attorney General of India shall have right audience to all court of India. Which one of the following is correct for the appointment of Attorney General of India as per Article 76 of the Constitution? A citizen who is qualified to be appointed as a judge of the Supreme Court. The Attorney General of India holds the office during the pleasure of the President. The Attorney General holds the office during the pleasure of the President. In the performance of his duty, the Attorney General shall have right to audience in all court of India. The Attorney General shall hold the office during the pleasure of the President and shall receive the remuneration of the President to determine. Who among the following hold his office or the pleasure of the President? Attorney General of India. Who among the following cannot be removed by the Parliament? Attorney General. It is the in the performance of his duty, Dash shall have right audience in the all court and the territory of India. Attorney General. Under which article of the Constitution the Prime Minister is duty bound to furnish information of the President? Article 78. Under which article of the Constitution the Prime Minister is duty bound to furnish information of the President regarding all decisions of the Council of Ministers relating to the administration and affairs of the Union? Proposal for the legislature of the President may be called for? Article 78. Which among the following is not a duty of the Prime Minister of India? to advise the President about disqualification of the member of the Parliament, who among the Chamber of National Commission to review the working of the Constitution. Honorable Justice M. N. Venkatachalaya. Position of President of India is like a British monarch. Which one of the following is not appointed by the President? A. Advocate General. The position of Prime Minister is what? Head of the government. The Governor of the state is the constitutional head of the state and is the integral part of the state legislature. The president can commute death sentence into the life imprisonment. The president has power to pardon, extend the punishment of the sentence by court martial. To review the financial position, which one of the following is the governor of the state and has power to constitute a finance commission, both panchayat and municipal bodies? In which among the following the President of India has not bound to advise the Union of Ministers? Exercise of the power under Article 217 Clause 3. If the Prime Minister is a member of the Rajya Sabha, he cannot vote in no confidence motion. The correct form of the address for the President of India is His Excellency. Vast power and function vested in the President of India make him a nominated constitutional head. Prime Minister itself a separate class. It was laid down by P.V. Sastry versus Union of India, in which one of the following decisions the Supreme Court observed that mercy petition filed under Article 72 and 161 should be disposed within the period of 3 months from the date when it received, as unwanted delay tend to shake the confidence of the justice. Maru Ram versus Union of India. The President is the formal head of the Government of India. Shamsher Singh versus State of Punjab. Actual executive power of the Union of India is with the Council of Ministers in UN Rao versus Indira Gandhi. The President election dispute are decided by the Supreme Court in Article 71. The President is a part of Parliament by Article 79. Article 72 President pardoning power. Article 173 President ordinance. Article 161 Governor pardoning power. Article 213 Governor ordinance making power. The President of India is elected by the elected member of the state Vidhan Sabha and the member of both houses of the Parliament. For how much period the President can be appointed as additional acting judges of the High Court, not exceeding 2 years. In which one of the following cases the discretionary power of the Governor under Article 161 of the Constitution were held subjected to the judicial review? Nabhan Ribha and Balman Flix versus Deputy Speaker. Under which one of the following two provisions the President has to act not on the advice of Union Council and Minister but the advice of some other constitutional authority? Article 103 1 and 217 3. Who among the following is not got Bharat Ratna award before becoming the President of India? Dr. Zakir Hussain. Which one of the following is incorrect? The Vice President of India shall continue to receive the salary or allowance payable to the chairman and the council state even when the act of the president discharge the function of the president. How many members can be nominated by President of India? 12 members of the Rajya Sabha. The Union Executive has no power to issue direction of the state executive under the Constitution of India under Article 356. If at the time of election of president the legislative assembly of two states were dissolved, the election of the president is valid. The candidate for the office of the President of India must be proposed at least 50 electoral. The salary of President is 5 lakh now. Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Article 155 removal of the governor. Which one is correctly met? Article 153 office of the governor. Article 156 term of the governor. Article 154 executive authority of the governor. The vice president of India is elected by the electoral college consisting of all the members of the both houses of the parliament in accordance with the proportional representative means a single transferable vote by the secret ballot. A joint session of the parliament shall convey by the president under Article 108 breaking impasse of the passage of the bill. Under Article 3 of the Constitution, the Parliament may have by law the new state. The bill of the purpose shall be introduced by Parliament except the recommendation of President. According to Article 233 of India Constitution, appointed of the person of the district judge in all states shall be made by the governor of the state in the consultation with the High Court. Which one of the following is not essential qualification of the appointment of governor? He should be domicile of the state which he is appointed. Which one is essential condition? He must not have the member of the house. Actually, the charge of impeachment against the President of India for the removal can be preferred by either houses of the Parliament. Who among the following is the ex-officio chairman of Zonal Council? Union Home Minister. The President resigned has to address who shall forthwith communicated to be a Vice President, Speaker of the House of the People. Total number of the presidential nominated parliament is 14. The death over the governor who take over till the next governor is appointed Chief Justice of the High Court. The portfolio for the allocation of the minister by Prime Minister. A complaint was received by the governor of the state ex officio minister of the council. Minister has illegally acquired asset disproportionating the known source of the income and complaining request to permissive prosecute the ex-minister. On the reference of the governor, chief minister of the state, inquiry was held in the state vigilance department. After considering the report, the council of ministers advised the government to refuse the permission to prosecute the concurred ex-minister. Rejecting the advice of the Council of Ministers, Governor gave the permission to prosecute the ex-concerning minister. With respect of which one of the following is correct? The governor was bound by make the advice of the minister, therefore his decision to grant the permission was prosecuted is incorrect. The 91st Amendment of the Constitution pertained to number of the Minister of the Council of Ministers. Whenever the Constitution required the satisfaction of the President for exercise of any power and function by him, it means the satisfaction of the Council of Ministers. The executive action can during the national emergency in the violation of Article 19 of the Constitution is cannot be challenged at all. Consider the following statement. The President of India can grant a pardon under Article 72 of the Constitution of India to any person convicted of any offence. Which one of the following is not correct? Which one is correct? The governor of the state cannot entrust the government of India function in relation to the any matter to which executive power of the state extend unless there is a consent of the government of India. The order of civil court are enforceable in entire countries. Full faith and credit has to be given to every public of the every state. In which one of the following cases the President of India is not bound by the aid and advice of the Union Council of Ministers by deciding the question whether the member of Lok Sabha became disqualified to be continue a member. The President can commute a death sentence of the life imprisonment. The President has power to pardon, extend the punishment and sentence of the court martial. Consider the following statement. Construction and maintenance means the communication of national military importance, protection of railway within the state. Which one of the following is not correct? Where the bill is passed by the state legislature attempt to take away the power of the High Court presented below the governor assent he is bound to receive the bill considering by the consideration of the president. The constitutional authority vested with the power declaring the caste of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes is the President of India.